The following program is intended for mature audiences.
In this episode, Jay-Z reveals the reason behind his beef with Kanye West. Is your boy Drizzy on a decline? Is the Carter 5 ever gonna drop? Plus, we review albums from Rob Markman, Dave East, and ASAP Ferg. And now, let's get into some artistic ignorance with Barry Ross and Infidel Castro.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
Welcome back, Trillions, to the Truth Be Told podcast. I'm your boy Riffa, and I'm over here chilling with my partner Big UU, and we're ready to get on to episode 79.
79. What it do, Trillions?
79.
Yeah.
What it do?
We are back. Truth Be Told podcast hosted by Trillmatic.com.
In full effect.
That's right, with your boy Big UU and Riffa. And he is right. We are on episode 79.
Man, hold up. We're moving on up.
We're moving on up. We put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
We veterans now, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we doing it for y'all.
Remember when we started? We was just kind of timid, and you know what I'm saying?
We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
We didn't know what we was doing.
Really,
we're a little more comfortable now.
We had an idea. We knew what we wanted to get.
We had a
to.
vision.
Yes. Hell, we've been doing this shit for years without a podcast, just having conversations on the phone about hip hop and other shit. You know?
Right. So why not have it for the world?
Yeah. Why not?
So the world can judge us.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Because it's not just a conversation between us. We're talking to y'all.
Right.
So it's three-way right here. A little conversation, three-way call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
you're tuning in.
We appreciate y'all.
That's right. We appreciate y'all so much, and make sure y'all subscribe to us. If this is your first time listening, subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play. Become a trillion. Become a trillionaire.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Be down with the squad.
Be down with the squad. All right.
Catch us on YouTube as well.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. All these links are going to be featured in the show notes.
Notifications. Tap that notification.
I see people subscribing on YouTube, but y'all not hitting those notification buttons.
Hit the Taco Bell. Hit it. Hit it.
Right.
Hit the Liberty Bell. Whatever bell you want to call it. Just
yeah, hit the bell. And we are preparing. This is you're hearing this on Monday night. On Tuesday when this comes out, we'll already be in Anaheim.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna be in Anaheim, California. All right. So if there's some trillions out there, I know there's some people that be listening to the podcast
taking a trip out
from
there,
the West Coast,
heading out to Cali. Dubs up.
Yes. We are going to a podcast conference, podcast movement. For anybody,
biggest podcast convention.
You know, I think it is. I think it's the biggest. We're definitely going out of here. We're going to learn some new shit. We're going to meet some new people. Mm-hmm. We're going to network.
Need to, got to.
Definitely, we're gonna shake some hands and kiss some babies. That's what we're gonna do.
Sign some autographs.
Yeah, we're definitely down to sign some autographs. So everybody goes like, "Can we get an autograph?" Yeah, we'll give you an autograph.
Completely down to do that.
Yeah, definitely. We'll take pictures, whatever.
We'll interview you.
We'll definitely interview. First off, though, man, what happened? We just got finished with the Eclipse. Well, we didn't get to see a full eclipse. We got to see a partial eclipse.
Yeah,
it's like 70%.
Yeah, 70, 75%, somewhere around there. It was in the 70s.
Did you get to watch the eclipse? Did you get the glasses? Did you get the whole thing?
I tried to do it with my Lokes.
That shit is impossible.
That shit was. It was more bright than it was. The sun was brighter today than it is on any other day.
I feel like it was the brightest that I've ever seen it.
Looking at it, because with my Lokes, I'm able to look at the sun.
I've looked at the sun before too.
Yeah, I look at it, ain't a problem. I look away, maybe I have that little dark spot for a little bit, that's in your vision. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I looked at it today. Couldn't bear looking at it.
I know. I looked at it for like a second and a half, and I was like, "Fuck."
You ever seen the Benchwarmers?
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
Remember the dude who fucking had fear of the sun?
Oh yeah,
that's how I felt.
That's how you felt. Yeah,
it was like, oh shit, my eyes.
I looked at the sun for a second. And I was like, "Fuck!" I never look at the sun. You know what I'm saying?
that, like, my God, if I would have did it without the Lokes, my goodness, I probably wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be looking at you right now. I'd probably still be blinded. You
are a fucking G if you looked at the Eclipse today without any glasses on at all whatsoever, any protection. You a fucking G, baby.
I bet a few people. Yeah, I bet everybody. Basically took off their sunglasses. You know, I would have
just to kind of test it out.
Well, I would have took it off after it was a full eclipse, just to see how it looked when it's dark. Anyways, you see the ring in the sky, and someone calls you and they say 7 days. You know, that's
how you know it's real.
That's when you know it's real,
right? Yeah, we didn't get to see the full. We don't get to see the full eclipse, but it was definitely weird seeing like it get dark, but also bright. Yeah, at the same time.
We got the effects, kind of. We
did.
Kind of effect.
Yeah, we did.
Because it was darker out. It was bright. You look out into the sunlight if you were in a shaded area, and you look in the sunlight, and you could tell the sun is just there's no cloud in the way of the sun. You can see it's a full beam,
right?
But it's not as bright.
Definitely not as bright.
It's like a dark tint to it,
right?
Like, almost like you're wearing the lightest the lightest tint.
Right. You know, right. That's exactly how it was.
That's how I felt. I was looking, I was just like, did it just get like a little?
No, do you want to hear some crazy? Did you see these shadows that came down? These shadows that were coming down were like little
shadow people.
No, they were like they look like little moons on the ground because it's half sun or 70% moon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So the shadows were like. Looking
partial.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
They weren't full shadows.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
I didn't know.
This is not going to happen for a long time, man.
It says like every 100 years or some shit.
Well, this one was for it to go across America. This is 100 years. But the last time there was a full eclipse like that was 1979. The funny thing, have you seen it?
79.
79.
How many? That's like almost 60 years.
38 years ago, bro.
No, 30. Yeah, I said 60. God damn, my math is horrible. Yes.
Yeah.
I doubled up. But
right.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's for some people, I mean, unfortunately, that is like once in a lifetime. Some people it's 2 or 3 times in a lifetime. Some people it's just 2, you know. It's just,
hey, some people, if you're living long enough and you seen a full eclipse the first time and this second one in the 79, and you seen this third one, you gotta be a centurion. What do they call them, centurions?
Shit, you might have Zeus's blood. Shit,
you might be a vampire.
You might be a god. Vampire.
Side note. I finally got to watch Master of None this weekend with Aziz Ansari. It's a show he's got on Netflix, second season. Okay. And there's an episode with Angela Bassett. She's a fucking vampire. How the fuck does she still look like she's 35 years old?
You ain't lying.
She's a vampire. That's the only possible.
If she did her hair the same way she had it when she played Tina Turner, she'd still look the same.
She would look the exact same, dog. She looks the exact same.
She'd probably be able to still do the moves, too.
I think she got to be like 55, 60 years old, man.
Hey.
Skin smooth? Damn.
Drink plenty of water and use plenty of lotion.
That's the key.
We fucking emphasize on that.
That's the key. What'd you get into this weekend, bro?
What I get? Well, I went to Six Flags Wednesday. Yeah. Got in for free. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl.
You know somebody?
Oh, no. Like, her sister had some passes to where, I guess, on a certain day or something, her kids were allowed to bring a guest, or people were allowed to bring a guest.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Me and my girl were the guests for 2 of the children. And we went in there, and we went to the water park. You know what I'm saying? Had fun. Spent pretty much all the time that we were there at the water park. Had about an hour or 45 minutes of the actual park after the water park closed. You know, didn't ride too much out of the, you know what I'm saying? We did another water ride that one that you're like on a circle inner tube type shit. You know what I'm saying? We went on that, but no, actually we didn't. I'm thinking we did.
Lazy River?
Yeah, we did that at SeaWorld another day. But this one they were closed. They were closed.
Right.
That actual ride, but you know, we had fun at the water park. You know, went on the wave pool. You know what I'm saying? Did a few. They had this new roller coaster water ride. It's pretty dope. I actually filmed it. You know what I'm saying? I had my phone in the water bag,
the fuck out of here,
safety bag, and I put it around my neck.
Not waterproof.
And then I strapped it up. Oh, my phone is, but you can't put it underwater. So I like to take some footage underwater if it's clear water. You know what I'm saying? And with that bag, it works.
Right.
Like you don't even notice there's a bag. You know what I'm saying? You catch audio, everything. So it works pretty good. So if you want to go in the water with your phone, go get one of those bags because
get the bag.
Works.
I've seen people with the bags, man. I know it's like kind of popping right now.
Or you can get that the safe proof.
Right. Shree's phone just keeps going off, and he just hasn't put the shit on silent yet. He just hasn't done it yet.
No, it is on silent. That was an alarm. And it's off now. It's off.
Right.
I hit snooze the first time by accident, and I forgot to turn off the alarm.
Right. But you had you was out there with you was kicking.
Yeah, I was over there kicking it, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking with family and shit. Right. My girl, her sister, and her nieces and her nephew. You know, we had some fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty good. What did you do?
Now, listen, let me tell you what I did. I Netflixed it up, baby.
Oh, you over there?
I was chilling. I was binge watching. I binge watched The Defenders. I binge watched fucking the Aziz Ansari show.
Yeah.
I finally watched Doctor Strange.
Well, see, I watched Doctor Strange and I watched Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Right.
I mean,
good movies. My take. This I know a lot of people. Maybe y'all haven't watched The Defenders yet.
Have not.
I'm gonna give you a quick little review.
Give it.
It's
spoiler free, or
I'm gonna try to give it spoiler free.
If you get a few spoilers, don't get mad.
Yeah, if you get a few spoilers, just fucking fast hit the little 30-second ahead button. Probably about 2 minutes because I might throw a couple spoilers.
Okay, yeah, but 2 minutes. Don't listen.
Right, don't listen. My thoughts on the Defenders. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was bomb. I didn't think it was fire as shit as I was expecting. I expected a little bit more from it. But all in all, it's a decent. For people that's kind of afraid of, I don't know, because Iron Fist was shit. The fight scenes were shit. Iron Fist definitely has way better fight scenes than this. I'll say that. I'll give y'all that.
Wow.
Way better fight scenes.
Iron Fist has better fight scenes than the Defenders?
Yeah, yes. Well, I don't say he has.
Like, not all of them.
He just has better fight scenes than he did in fucking Iron Fist.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that Iron Fist had better fight scenes than the Defenders. That's what I thought you meant. Okay, so clarifying it, it's just that Iron Fist has better fight scenes in the Defenders.
Right.
There you go.
I thought the dynamics between all the characters are pretty good. Mm-hmm. They found a way to include everybody into it. So, very Avengers-esque. You know what I'm saying?
But TV show it, with the lower.
Yeah, the smaller. That's the thing. That's the thing. So when you watch the movies, it's literally about the world ending and shit like that. The Defenders is more about let's focus on New York City. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of more focused on that. It's on a smaller scale, but
it's like
they're more focused on
Gotham.
Right, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? But Sigourney Weaver did a great job.
Yeah,
she did a good job. She
was a standout performance. Does she stand out as her character?
Based on other villains that I've seen in the show, like the Kingpin and the guy from Cottonmouth from and then what was the guy name? I forget the villain in Jessica Jones what his name was. But based on those villains, no, they were kind of all on the same level, if that makes sense.
So is she on the same level as them? Or
I think I like those because they were actual villains. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She's just someone calling shots.
Yeah, she was just a top dog.
Yeah, top dog calling shots, not really a villain where she's fighting.
Oh, fucking Sigourney Weaver's old ass is gonna get in there and throw those hands.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Aliens back in the day.
She did, but when she was Ripley, but you know what I'm saying? She ain't Ripley no more, man. She's more like Mrs. Ripley.
That's what stunt doubles are for. You act like they look like
they definitely got some stunt doubles in there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, there's a couple good scenes in there, but all in all, man, I thought it was pretty good. It just wasn't. I expected a little bit more from it. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Right.
Well, I'm still gonna catch up. Like, I was telling you, I caught up to the Defenders illegally. I watched something like a review of all the shows catching up.
It's kind of a dickhead move.
It is.
Yeah.
But I ain't got the time to watch all those shows. I don't. That's just being honest. And because to think if I'm gonna watch the Defenders realistically now when it's new, like I still got to watch all of these shows. And I'll probably tune into them because here and there, just because now I kind of get the gist. I know what's going on with it. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch The Defenders now probably, and without watching those shows, and because I kind of know what's going on, I understand it.
Well, they were saying that they kind of tied in the everybody's. This is like everybody's 0.5 season.
Yeah.
So this is like Daredevil 2.5.
Yeah.
Iron Fist 1.5.
Yeah, it's their
Jessica Jones 1.5.
Yeah, it's their
Luke
last
Cage
season.
1.5.
Yeah, their last season, but a little extended. Like, yeah,
right. And then it's going to extend, but then they're going to separate
because they all tied in somewhat. Had characters, made cameos in other episodes, shit like that. You know, Rosario Dawson help heal someone that was from another show.
I feel like she helped heal everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. She's in the fields.
Right.
So it makes sense.
Right.
They're all based out of the same area, pretty much. So I mean, it's pretty dope how they did. I wish they would have kind of incorporated them more into the Marvel universe, like they said they were. Which all they do is just make comments and shit like that. You know, it's not really guest appearances or shit like that.
I think that's on the way, though.
Do you think they're going to be in Infinity War? Any of them? Like,
I think they're going to start popping up in some of the movies.
Some of the movies? Okay, if they do that, that'll be dope. So then finally they'll come through what they were saying, because they made it. It was misleading a little bit as of now. Because they're making it sound like, they tie in together. It was like, what, by a few lines?
They just kind of point.
The aliens came down and attacked New
They
York.
definitely make the references, but they don't really, they talk about the incident.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Shit, yeah, but I kind of wanted to see a little more in depth of, cameos and like, coming across or a meeting with Tony Stark or, shit like that.
They might, man. They have little Easter eggs.
I wish DC would do that, but DC, they're on different universes, like multiverse type shit. It's like where it's like
missed opportunity. Really DC,
yeah, and DC has like Gotham, which is like a whole other time period of Bruce Wayne. It's like you can't really all fit in, but they did do crossovers with Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, Arrow. And I think Supergirl as well. So it's like they have tied in their shows together. So they didn't miss out on their opportunity. They've done just as much as the MCU. You know what I'm saying? Marvel.
Right.
They've done as much as them without having minus the talking about what's happened in the movie universe.
Right.
They don't do that on the shows, but they have tied in.
So definitely a missed opportunity for them.
To tie into the universe.
To the movie. Yeah, they definitely missed opportunity. I know at some point the Defenders it's all gonna come together at some point. Yeah,
that'd be dope. I can't wait. But the thing is, they're gonna miss out on the opportunity of them probably fucking with people from the original cast, because a lot, like, once they get to Avengers Infinity War, there's gonna be some casualties. There's going to be people who die, and that now they can't incorporate the Defenders with them like they could have done already if they would have already had it set the way they had made it sound like they were going to do from the beginning. Now we have to wait for maybe phase 2 or phase 3, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those with new characters and then tie them into them. But, yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Either way, I love both. I love both universes.
Right. You'll definitely have to check it out whenever y'all get a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Your boy.
I knew that was coming.
Sean Carter to Jay-Z. Damn you on Jazz Dick.
It's Hovey, baby.
Your boy. Jigga, my nigga. Jay-Z, for everybody that doesn't know, did a Rap Radar podcast episode where he was
getting interviewed
by the Rap Radar crew, and they asked him some pretty personal questions to get to the meat of it. And I'm pretty sure Jay-Z was down with, I watched the whole interview myself.
He didn't seem upset by them asking some of these questions, and not at all.
No, you're right. If you watch the clips, if you watch some of the clips, he definitely aired out some shit. I know the reason is because, why not? It's on TIDAL. Rap Radar is TIDAL only, and then Jay-Z is owner of TIDAL. So of course
Jay-Z's Jay-Z.
If you're gonna give it out, you gotta give it out on your platform. You know what I'm saying?
Especially your own platform,
right? So it's smart on his end. But if you watch the full episode, Jay didn't really. There were certain points where he was like, "All right, this is my cutoff point. I'm not going to go into that."
I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah. Just a few parts. He let out a lot. He let a lot out, but there were certain points where it was just like, "All right, here's my cutoff point.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going into that any further.
Yeah, okay. My cutoff. I'm done.
But
next question.
One of the things that he came out and talked about was basically the whole reason that he had his beef with Mr. West.
Yeezus.
Yeah.
Yeezy.
I mean, how do you feel about his reasoning for their issues?
Well, his reasoning was he brought his family into it. Like, if you have an issue with him, you can talk loud in public about him all you want. Is basically what he was saying. Like, you can air out what you have issues with me at any time, publicly, whatever. But don't bring my family into it. Right. Don't mention my wife because she has nothing to do with our issues. Don't mention my kids because they have nothing to do with our issues. And that's just a man. Like, that's no longer, artist, rapper, a celebrity, entertainer. It's not even, that's just a man, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went too far. You crossed the line in his eyes. And in any man's eyes, that's pretty much, it's like, if you have an issue with me, keep their names out your mouth. Right. They have nothing to do with this. And
especially because too, which he made a point that they're already affected by their celebrity, the children and stuff.
Especially that,
not just his child, but Kanye's child too. So to bring all that in there, it's a little much.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now they have to deal with that, and they don't even understand it yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? At some point. Right. And it's like, well, I was a fucking baby, pretty much. What you talking to me about that for? But it's like,
the next Jay-Z and Nas beef is on its way, baby.
See, what I think also
Jay-Z and Kanye's kids are gonna have the battle of the century.
They're gonna be
all because of this.
Eventually, they're gonna be beefing out. That should be some shit.
I know, right?
That will be some shit if that eventually happens. Or watch them be best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
They're probably not
never
gonna
have a problem.
I don't think they're
gonna be frenemies. Frenemies.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're gonna be.
No, but one thing that Jay-Z was saying, you can talk about me all you want, pretty much. Like, you can mention me, like, talk to me like that. But also, I kind of think the beef stems from, you could talk to me as a man on the phone or face to face.
Well, I think I think Kanye was trying to get in touch with him.
No.
And Jay-Z probably didn't want to deal with him at that time period.
Well, he had his own issues he's probably dealing with too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he ain't getting in contact with you at that moment, right, you shouldn't take it as he's saying "fuck you."
Right. Because if you're homies, you're always going to be homies.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go 2 years without talking to each other. You see each other, and it's like it never that gap didn't happen.
It happened to me the other day. One of my homies. So yeah,
right,
popped up on me and
it's like old times.
Picked up right where we left.
Picked up right where you leave off.
No issues.
Right.
No problems. No, where you been? It's just how you been. You know? And let's catch up a little bit. Let's talk. That's and that's how it's supposed to be. And that's the way it is usually. But to air it out publicly and everything, it does strike a nerve on anybody, I would think. No
Especially
matter if
Kanye.
You say, I don't care if it's
with his platform, like when he speaks, everybody listens, regardless if you don't like him or you love him or whatever. Like, a lot of people tune in to whatever the fuck that he's saying.
Yeah, no matter
what I'm saying. So that to be out there like that is like a super fucking megaphone.
We labeled him as when he raps or when he's featured somewhere, you listen. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about that. He's one
certain
of those
people
artists.
that you just drop everything and you just put your ear to it and just see what's going on.
We labeled him as one of those people. He is one of those people. So people listen to him.
Even if you're gonna shit on him,
exactly,
you're forced to have the same with Jay-Z. When Jay-Z dropped his album, there's people that was like, "Fuck Jay-Z." Jay-Z's the greatest. Whatever it was, everybody tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of shit. So, it's like Trump.
Exactly.
But when Trump speaks, you listen.
But at the end of the day, it's still fuck Trump.
It's still fuck Trump, right? Same shit. Yeah, but you gotta hear what he guys say. Just so you can shit on him later.
Because he's still your president. You still want to know what the fuck he's doing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't know what stupid shit he's saying next.
Yeah.
Right.
And who he's irritating and who may fucking attack us because he fucking is bumping his gums.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, it sucks because, he said this is the longest they've gone without having a disagreement. So it's pretty serious in their eyes. But, he says they're going to have that conversation one day. I don't know though, man. Kanye hopped up off a TIDAL. They don't have, business wise, they're not really fucking with each other no more. So
he's an honorary Kardashian. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
So it's like that alone. It's like you're constantly probably hearing shit in your ears from all of them nonstop.
Right?
Too, so it's
they're like, easy. You gonna let him do that to you?
I wouldn't make up with him if I were you, or whatever the fuck. Like, oh my god. And Kanye's probably just like,
Right.
Like, god damn, this is one of my homeboys, one of my aces, one of my best friends.
My big brother.
My big bro.
Right.
And Now I got my girl over here coming between that. My wife over here coming between that.
This
that happens a lot.
It does happen. It happens in regular life with regular people, so you know it's going to happen with them. Yeah. They're no fucking different.
Other people too.
Especially when you got women that you're both married to some the people that are fucking icons in a sense.
No.
They have a lot of power to sway and move.
Regardless of how they got it.
Regardless of how they got it. Listen, Beyonce just rocked Feli the other day, or Fila, however you want to say. I say Feli. You know what I'm saying?
Fila.
See people say Fila, I say Feli because I
love Atlanta.
right. She was just rocking it not too long ago. Took some pictures and everybody's all over fucking Feli again, like it's the new shit. So they have a lot of influence. They have a lot of What makes you think that Beyonce gonna have a little bit of influence over Jay-Z and Kim ain't gonna have a little bit of influence over Kanye? You know what I'm saying?
That's natural.
They both got families.
That's natural in your relationship,
right? Especially when you got kids involved.
Have kids, yes, exactly.
It's there's no other playing field. So hopefully they fix this and they come out with Watch the Throne too.
I was about to say that.
That would be so fire if they did that shit, but I don't know if it's going to happen because I think Kanye right now is working with Kid Cudi on a secret project in China somewhere right now. Yes. Yeah. I think they're going to be making their own Watch the Throne.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes.
I want to see how that is. It's not going to be a Jay-Z Kanye Watch the Throne, but
it might be some next level shit though, because I fucks with Cudi. I fucks with Cudi and Kanye. I fucks with them. You know what I'm saying?
They better not call it Watch the Throne.
Nah, they call it Watch the Throne. If they call it Watch, they're
done.
They're done. This shit's over. Your boy, your light skinned Bizoy, your Bizoy with the Gizero name.
No.
Aubrey Graham. Your boy Drake.
Drizzle.
She said Drizzle?
Drizzle.
Your boy Drake was, he's been on the Billboard for a long ass time since 2009.
Yeah. He's actually, I mean, think about it. Since 2009, bro.
Since 2009. Since he came out. He's been
2017. That's 8 years strong.
Yeah, you can't, listen, as much as, I was one of the first wave of people that was like, you gotta fucking check out Drake.
Yeah.
When nobody knew. I was that first wave.
Yeah, you put me on to Drake.
I put a lot of people on to Drake.
Yeah.
I don't like the
mixtape Drake.
Yeah, I like mixtape Drake. I don't like
you put me on to
Drake's transgression. Is that the word?
Transcendence.
His progression, his progressive state, his path. I don't like the trajectory he took. Okay,
I don't like his graph lines. Get all basic.
Right.
I don't like his pie chart.
I really don't like the direction that Drake took. I just don't. I know some people are like, yo, Drake is the illest. I get it. Yeah. There's a whole new generation out there that thinks Drake is the greatest rapper alive. I just don't believe that he is, and I don't feel like he should ever say it. Now, spending all that time on the Billboard, he recently fell off of the Billboard for the first time since 2009.
Like 8 years.
For 8 years. So a lot of questions are perking up. Is this the end of the Drake of the Drizzy era? Is the new wave about to take over?
Is Drake's run done?
Is Drake's run done? That is the question. Right.
Whew. It smells like it.
Shit.
Unless he gets back up there ASAP, and
he's not gonna have any problem getting back up there.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah. I honestly don't think his time's done. I just said that shit because fuck it, but nah, I don't think. Honestly, I don't think his time's done because
some people are complaining about Drake fatigue.
Well, yeah. I think his next album won't be in the same direction he's been moving. I think his next album isn't going to be that island Drake. You know how he's been playing with
worldly Drake.
Yeah, worldwide Drake. Like, I don't think he's going to play with that anymore because that's where the decline has happened. Like he's had hits, he's been up there with it.
I mean, some of these hits that he did, the worldwide Drake got hits.
Yeah, he has hits with it.
Right.
But at the same time, after he came out with that, is when he's no longer on there.
You think so?
Well, he's 8 years strong.
Some people say he should take a break,
and then that happened. I mean, yeah, maybe the break is.
But when you take a break, though, right? You can't really take a break. You have to it's like you have to put things on autopilot. So when you're on break, things are still moving. Because if you take a break for 2 months and there's no Drake happening,
Well,
it's real easy for somebody to slip in there and snatch that crown.
Well, that's when you come out with mixtapes and you don't do any shows. You just stay relevant through a mixtape status. You know, you come out with some EPs or shit. You know what I'm saying? Like something that keeps you there, but you don't have to go out and do shows for it, perform. For
Jay-Z doesn't do that.
Well, Jay-Z does.
When's the last time Jay-Z dropped a mixtape?
That's a whole nother realm. Last time
Eminem dropped a mixtape?
You can't put them a whole nother realm. You can't put them together. You can
a whole
put
other
Jay-Z,
realm lyrically, or a whole other realm status wise.
I think like they've earned their right not to have to. Like I think they've already been in the game enough and have solidified themselves enough where people have given them that pass.
Right.
You know, it's like they don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Eminem. That's Marshall Mathers. He's already solidified himself. He's had his downs and his back to crawl back up. You know what I'm saying? And which wasn't even really a crawl. I mean, he still went platinum and all that shit, but
it was still a struggle back up.
He had a struggling
right.
point,
of course,
and he came back up. But then you have what are we saying? Fucking Jay-Z. I mean,
it's 4 years since the last album came out before this one. 4 years.
Yeah, and what happened with this one?
Did numbers.
It did numbers.
Became a worldwide phenomenon.
Completely. People were like, I can't hear this. Where do I hear this? Because it was an exclusive.
Right.
People were like, I need this. They were fucking tweaking for that shit like they're fiends.
You're right. This is true.
Drake won't get that.
You don't think so?
I think people will, like, he might get that from the ladies.
So let's say he takes off a year.
But a dude that enjoys listening to Drake, he's probably like, I could wait that week. I ain't gonna fucking be itching and scratching like, I need it now.
Yeah, because this Playboy Cardi is popping.
It's coming up. He is coming up. I can't deny that. I'm starting to see him everywhere.
I tell you, he's popping. Hey, listen, I warned you. I've been calling it about Playboy Cardi for a while now. Before Magnolia popped off, I was like, yo, Magnolia is hot. When the first time I heard it, I was like, this song is fire.
Before it became fire.
Before it actually became fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so Playboy Cardi's in there. Yeah. All right.
Drake, be careful. You stay absent too long.
That shouldn't be so crazy if Playboy Cardi became the biggest rapper in the world when Drake takes his time off.
Hey, that's the thing. You take too much time off, you lose your spot.
It's different. It's happened.
That's the business.
It is a business.
That's the business.
Because people are looking for something
longevity.
in place of.
People want longevity. People want, if you're there and they like you and they feel you, they don't want you to ever disappear. As a fan, people, they don't want you to take a break because they feel like, well, fuck. I have to hear your old shit. Like, there's nothing new. So then they go to listening to new shit.
Right.
And they'll find a replacement eventually. They'll find
and there's a lot of motherfuckers out there.
And you'll come back.
XXX Tentacion's going to take your spot, Drake.
Yeah. The thing is, you'll come back and your mega fan that had to listen to somebody else will come back and listen to you. And they may have been listening to something that just has their ear now to where they hear you and they're like, I wish you did shit more like them.
Right. Side note, if Drake takes some time off right now, it'd be the perfect time to diss him. Just saying, you got to strike. You got to,
when a man's
especially
down.
if you're strike when he's down. Especially if you're a hot rapper right now, like you kind of popping. You know what I'm saying? And he takes some time off, diss the fuck out of his ass. You're gonna take that spot. You know what I'm saying?
That spot, or you're gonna make him come back sooner than
I know he's gonna come back harder.
He's gonna be like, God damn it, I gotta come back quicker than I want. I was taking a vacation and fuck, it became work all immediately. Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hopefully that he, while he's taking his time back, he can work on his OVO crew, get them popping a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe get some new recruits.
Definitely get some new recruits. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like anybody from OVO is popping as hard as he is. At some point, somebody OVO needs to be bigger than him.
Yeah,
in order for him to sustain,
they've had some
super longevity.
They've had some good singles, a few of them. Yeah. And what do they have? Drake featured on them most of the time.
True.
So what actually made it hold on? Drake, more than likely. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, where are they? Like, on their own? They didn't, their song, where did their singles by themselves go? You don't hear about it.
Right.
If there was one, or if there wasn't one, you still don't hear about it.
This is true.
So it's probably Drake that carried him on that note, and that just tells you a lot. Like you said, you need someone that can kind of possibly, at times, pass you.
Right.
Or possibly
you need to be able to pass that torch,
or hold the same ground as you, so then y'all can actually go back and forth, and people can be like, "These boys wrecked."
This is what happened with Jay-Z and Kanye.
Exactly.
Exactly. T.I. Said this years ago that he doesn't feel like he could ever be as big as an artist as Jay-Z if he doesn't put out a Kanye. This is why T.I. went around. He found B.O.B. and all, because he was trying to find somebody that was bigger, that could be bigger than him, so he can reach that echelon status. I don't think he did ever find anybody that was bigger than him, but I get what he was talking about, where you gotta move the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta move the culture for it.
You can't just be out there by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And expect to make an impact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to do more than just being an artist. You have to actually expand the game.
Right.
You have to,
and if that means bring on the next generation, that's a part of that, of you expanding the game.
Exactly.
Even if they're extensions of you.
Exactly.
Prime example, Kid Cudi with Kanye West. Kid Cudi was like an extension of Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Kanye West became this next level when he started putting out all these different artists and stuff like that. So you definitely got to do that, man. You know, so maybe that's a part of Drake. Drake takes some time back, push somebody else out there and make them bigger than fucking you can ever be.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Come back, and then you're not going to lose your status if you do that.
Nah.
You're going to gain
like a boss.
You're going to gain more respect.
You're going to get boss level, boss status.
Like he gave us this artist that we may have never known without him. You know what I'm saying? But you have to find the artist.
That's what Nicki Minaj should have did too, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
both of them had that.
They're at that point
status.
now.
They had that point. Yeah, they're at that point where they could fucking
the difference
be the boss.
With Drake and Nicki though is that Drake has put out some artists. They just haven't been as big as him. No. Nicki hasn't brought us shit. She ain't brought us shit.
She was bogarting.
She bogarted the fuck out of this day, dog.
Me.
I'm the queen.
Me. Me. It's like you can't go about that way, because what happens? A Remy Ma goes and unites women.
Got your whole shit fucked up.
And now what's going on?
Got your whole career. Got your whole career on rocks.
What happened? You don't win an award that you've won in the past few years. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
And then Cardi B comes out, and Cardi B now has the number 3 song in the fucking country right now.
I'm actually impressed with Cardi B.
Have you heard her? Have you heard the song?
She's not that bad.
I try to tell you that shit.
Not that bad.
I try to tell you that shit. Look, what's the song she got? The Bodak Yellow?
I couldn't say that she's not like...
She's the top rapper.
She's the top female.
But that song is... That Bodak Yellow is popping. She made a Spanish version too.
Is real laid back, easy, and just cool.
Right.
I'm saying,
I seen the potential in her from the first mixtape.
One person that comes to mind though when it comes to female artists that aren't known, that need to be known, Snow the Product.
So the product's dope.
And she's known. She is known, but she deserves more status work.
I don't know what it is about Snow that there's something that's holding her back, but I don't know what it is.
Staying with strange music, staying underground, kind of independent. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, independent. You can still do.
Well, I think she is.
Like Logic is. I'm gonna say he's Def Jam,
but she just hasn't made it. You know what I'm saying? Where people aren't hearing her above the ones that are out there.
I think sometimes too, like you can't. If you do, I think sometimes being too complex can hold you back. Oh, and I think that she has like some complex rhymes and shit.
Oh yeah.
That may be what's holding her back from reaching a larger audience. Sometimes you gotta make some ignorant shit.
Sometimes you gotta dumb it down.
You gotta dumb it down, make some ignorant shit.
Yeah.
Not saying that every artist should do that, but you should have a little bit of that in your catalog just to kind of
I mean,
bring everybody in.
You should incorporate that with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And not go nonstop.
Yeah,
killing it, not
dumb it down a little bit.
Can't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because she be flipping that shit. She be speaking in Spanish, everything. She go hard.
Right.
But yeah, I think she needs to be out there a little bit more.
She's definitely a better lyrical rapper than Cardi B, but Cardi B's popping right now.
I think she's better than a lot of the female artists.
Oh yeah, now. At least 80% of them.
Yeah, I'd say damn near all of them. You know what I'm saying? She should be out there with the top female artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people like Nicki Minaj, who are the top female artists,
you could have signed her, Nicki.
Yeah,
you could have signed her. You could have put her to the game, and she would have made you bigger,
way bigger.
You know what I'm saying? You could have signed Cardi B too.
I was gonna say a lot of these are Cardi B. She could have signed. She could have just did the whole Unite Women back in the day.
She could have had a whole roster
and could have been friends with Remy Ma.
She could have did the MMG of female rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She could have all of them. Even Remy Ma. They could have all been friends if they just she would have just opened that door. You know what I'm saying?
So Drake, take that if you're listening. I hope you are.
Take that advice.
Yeah, take that advice. Make somebody bigger than you. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And
but don't take too much time off.
Don't take too much time off because you might lose that spot, baby. Because
that rug will get pulled out from under.
Because that Playboy Cardi's coming.
That fool's out there.
Your boy.
Who is my boy?
I had to clear my throat.
Oh. Let him clear his throat.
Weezy F, baby. Please say the baby. Throw some auto-tune on that shit. Your boy Dwayne Carter, Lil Wayne, recently came out and said that
nothing can hold him back.
Nothing can hold him back.
Nothing's gonna keep
he can
him
drop the
from
Carter
dropping it if
5
he wanted to.
whenever the fuck he wants to.
It's his prerogative.
I don't think that Birdman, maybe Birdman folded. Maybe Birdman was like, you know what? Sorry, Weezy. Everybody's coming at my neck about this. You can drop it whenever you want to. But Weezy basically said, I'm not going to drop it until it's right. It's not right with me.
Well, I took it as Baby didn't give him that.
Right.
And that he's just saying it as, I don't give a fuck if Baby don't want me to drop it. I have it. I could drop it if I wanted to.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the right moment, which is still legal talk.
It's some legal shit.
It's like,
but you could
I'm saying it's still legal talk of like, I'll do it when I want, meaning he still has to wait for legal shit to happen.
I don't know if it's that. I think that I really honestly believe that Wayne is at the end of his rope. I don't feel like Wayne. Now, I will say this. I thought Wayne wrecked the Magnolia instrumental.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like he wrecked it. I'm not going to lie to you.
He actually impressed me because I've been anti-Wayne for a minute.
Yeah, I kind of want Wayne to get back to...
but I'm not feeling him.
I'm not feeling Wayne either, man. Every so often, even when he did the Free Weezy album,
exactly,
he has some lyrics on there, but I don't think he wrote those lyrics. I honestly believe Corey Guns wrote those lyrics.
I think he hasn't had a full blown album that makes me drop my jaw.
Since what?
Like since the Carter 2 or 3? I don't know. Like one of
3 had a milli on it.
Yeah. Well, okay. It was probably 3.
Okay.
I think 3. I still was feeling Wayne, but that was.
I was still kind of feeling Wayne on 3, but
it wasn't full blown. Like it wasn't like
no. It wasn't.
I'm a diehard Wayne fan. Nah, like I was a diehard Wayne fan.
Carter 2 was the last time I was like. Carter 2 was when I was like, Lil Wayne's the illest nigga alive.
Yeah.
Carter 3, in between the Carter 2 and Carter 3, Wayne had kind of whored himself out to the industry.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's when he started to say weird shit.
When he do that rock album, it was after that.
Was it Rebirth?
Yeah. Well,
pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head.
Yeah, that one.
I actually like that song.
Oh, that song's dope.
Yeah.
Eminem.
I think that was after
single.
3.
It was after 3, okay.
Yeah.
I mean...
It may have been before, I'm not sure.
Either way, it was at that point where he was reaching. Like, he was just venturing off. He was just trying to do something
He could do that, though.
And yeah.
He's been in the game for a long time.
To that level. I mean, Eminem could have done that too if he wanted to go to some rock shit.
Andre went and did his shit.
People at that point in their careers can do that, and he did it.
You get a little bored,
and he had some jams on there. It was
on that rock album. There was probably 3 songs on there that I was
gonna say it was full blown shit.
Yeah,
it wasn't just like, oh, I can't feel none of this. There was a few songs I was like, that's dope.
Right.
The drop, that song with Eminem, that shit went hard.
But see, the Carter is like a brand.
Yeah.
Okay, because ever since Carter 1, he's been dropping the Carter and doing numbers the first week. But some people say, because I know at one point there was talks of Birdman buying some of Wayne's albums and all that kind of shit, and people don't believe it. Yeah. Listen, I believe that there was Cash Money buying Wayne's albums to make him go platinum, especially after the Carter 2. Because after that he started going platinum. Their album, I was like, he's not even hot anymore. How's he going platinum?
They had the money.
Yeah, because let's be real. If Wayne was that dope to go platinum every album, everybody would have bought his rock album.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, but he didn't do
too well on the rock album. A lot of people thought, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Right.
Like, the fuck is this?
Right.
I were open-minded. I'm open-minded.
I'm open-minded. I went and checked it out.
I like rock shit, so I listened to it, and there were some songs that I felt.
Yeah, so all you fucking fake ass Wayne fans that didn't even check out his Rebirth album, you're a piece of shit.
That on that note, yeah, because if you're a Wayne of an artist and they decide to venture somewhere off, you should venture with them.
You should venture with them. Why not? That's
a part of the fucking ride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Part of the ride.
It's the
fucking ride of being their fan.
Being a fan, yeah.
You get to go through what they're going through.
Right.
If you're really a fan. Right. If not, then you're not really a fan.
You're not really a fan.
You're basically temporary.
I honestly feel like Wayne, he can't live up to the hype of Wayne anymore. Nah. I think that era is gone.
Carter 1, Carter 2 days, you can't. I don't think you can live up to that no more.
Or even Carter 3, because Carter 3 is like,
even with that
was like tip top.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't feel like that was his best work.
Nah.
That was tip top Carter. That was tip top Lil Wayne. That was the highest reach of Lil Wayne.
I think that was the point.
That was his focal point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And then obviously if the rock album came after that, there was a few songs I felt, but that's how it's been throughout the rest of his career. There's been songs I felt but it hasn't been like full blown. He murked this album. This album was fire. This shit was dope. Like, it hasn't been that. It's been, this track is dope.
Right.
This track is fire. This shit go hard. This one on, whatever. Like, that's all it's been. It hasn't been.
This line was
dope.
The same. That's about it.
Yeah, it hasn't been. Yeah, even on that note, there's been a few times where it's just that line, but a few lines.
I mean, it's I don't want to take everything from Wayne. It is disappointing, but I don't want to take everything from Wayne because I know that the game is different.
Yeah.
When Lil Wayne was popping, everybody was trying to be the best lyricist in the world. Now the game is not really. It's not really like that anymore. So it's really hard to get inspiration.
Got thrown out the window.
It did, but you got to understand that era when everybody was trying to be the illest nigga.
No.
Everybody was compete with everybody, so everybody was giving you the best bars because that's what it was. You don't have that aspect there anymore. Where are they going to get the inspiration from?
You have still people competing with that, doing that.
Yeah.
But that's not the focal point of hip hop no more.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
Because if you really balance it out, it's like, what do you really want? Do you want something that that makes you think, that elevates you, that even may inspire you and educate you, or do you want this that just makes you feel good? You can bob your head to it.
I want both.
You want a combination,
right?
You want a little bit of both in all of it.
I definitely want a little bit of both.
Okay, I can dig that.
Right.
A little bit of both. But if I had to pick one,
you want the educated,
elevate me, educate me.
I think before it's because they used to incorporate that into like your club jams.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they even had it in there. Yeah.
Because for prime example, Jay-Z on "Can I Hit It in the Morning? Would I given you half of my dough and even worse if I was
money ain't a thing." Also, was
right?
Kind of like one of those
if you listen to it, was kind of like a club,
with Jermaine,
like a hot song, or whatever. But if you listen to the lyrics, he was kind of offering like this whole
knowledge
commentary of, is me having this money gonna make you? If I didn't have any money, would you love me the same? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was real thought going into that, even though it was kind of like a bounty club song. Exactly. It had a hook. Can I get a fuck you to these?
So basically, that's the balance you want.
That's what it was, but I'm also aware that it's not like that anymore.
No,
so
we're not going to get that.
We're not going to get that
one
ever
or
again.
The other. Yeah. That's pretty much
Kendrick.
What it is.
Kendrick is the guy that does that now.
Well, I think he possibly is as close as we get. Like him and with a few other artists that just off the top of the head can't think. Yeah, just
Logic don't really do any club.
Nah, I was going to say. I said yeah, but it was like not Logic, but a few other artists can do that. I mean, Royce the 5'9" can do that shit for you.
A club song?
He could do a club song,
like a hot club song.
I believe he could do that if he wanted to, but we really don't get that. I think he could do it. I can't name nothing off the top of my head. I think Kendrick
is like one of maybe Crit, but
I think maybe even Schoolboy Q could do that. Yeah. Schoolboy Q's done that actually.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, and
it's a different game, man. Yeah, it's a different game. That's why I don't really
new era.
Right. There's a lot of artists out there that I'm like, all right. The reason that you're probably not spitting as hard as you can is because nobody's spitting as hard as they can. Because if you hear niggas do some wild ass shit with their rhymes, it makes you want. If you rap, you want to try to top that. That's how the game used to elevate itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you don't really have that no more. So everybody's Millie rocking, which is cool. I fucks with Millie Rock. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of. I think that's kind of adds on to the fact that Wayne isn't really trying as hard. Well, he doesn't really need to. Why?
He doesn't have to because he's already made his mark in history.
He's definitely made his mark.
He's made his mark in the hip hop history to where it's like,
even if you don't like him, like let's be real, he's in there and like
and has created part of the future. I mean, he's a big reason of why things went the way they went. Honestly,
oh hell yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's a big reason. I was like, no, he's a big reason.
He's definitely a big reason.
He's one of the big reasons where hip hop is right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of hip hop's history now.
Right.
Solidified, done. So
he added a wave to that whole shit.
So regardless, if you like him or not, like you said, it's like you have to respect that he has created a part of hip hop's history.
Right.
Himself, one artist.
Regardless if you like him or not.
Yeah, regardless if you like him or not. And you got to respect that. And you can always That's the beauty of music. You can always go back to his greatness, his old music, and just jam what you like.
I'm sorry, y'all. Carter 1 and Carter 2 was his best album.
Straight up.
His older shit was better than his newer shit.
Some of his mixtapes back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah. It's fucking mixtapes.
Not some, a lot of them.
Mixtape Weezy?
Fuck. Sometimes his mixtapes went harder than his albums.
That's the problem.
Thing,
that was the problem with Lil Wayne. Because he spent so much time in the mixtape world, he gave away some of his best shit fucking shit in the mixtape shit.
And he didn't put it out to the world.
That in between Carter 2 and Carter 3, if he kept some of that shit for himself and put it on the Carter 3 would have been a way better album than it was.
Let me put it this way. He could have been at Carter 7 if he would have fucking if he would have held on to some of those and put them on as Carter album.
Right. Just the rhyme schemes tracks, and the thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Just hold back and focus out on music. Yeah.
He is a juggernaut when it comes to wordplay. He is.
Yeah.
But he obviously puts
he put out a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
From his career, he's dumped out a lot of shit.
Fuck yeah.
Mixtapes, albums, features.
It's almost unlimited.
It's definitely unlimited, bro. Like I don't know of a lot of art. As much, like I said, I'm not a real big fan of Lil Wayne and the direction he went, but you can't fucking deny the amount of shit that he put out there into the fucking world.
Yeah, even
in such a short period of time.
Even after the fact that he was already not in your radar. Like, at that point, he was still putting out shit that people were fucking consuming and taking and loving. It's just, we knew his potential. We seen the greatness. It was just a new generation that wasn't even put onto that, possibly.
Right.
And just knew this and thought this was great. And it's like, y'all never even witnessed Wayne's greatness.
Right. You don't even know the level. But, I think that's kind of, I think what it really comes down to is Wayne can't live up to the hype of Lil Wayne at this point. And that's the reason why the Carter 5 hasn't come out. I just don't think it'll do what they expected to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think he's timid a little bit? He's thinking,
of course, it's the Dr. Dre.
Thinking like, damn, if I come out right now, am I going to do as good as I do? Or
I don't know if he cares, but I think more of the label cares. Everybody cares because they got to put money into this shit. They got to make money back. If you're not hot like you were, man, it's really hard.
Setting up a world tour, everything. Yeah, it costs money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bread.
Drake and Nicki is kind of doing their thing now. I can't really lean on them.
I honestly think that Wayne wouldn't have no problems, though. I think he'd still sell out arenas. I think he'd still, whether I'm still feeling him, which I'm not anymore.
Do you think that Lil Wayne, his album could impact the game and the culture the way that Jay-Z's album did?
I think it could. If he
I don't think he can. I don't think he has that impact no more.
Well, the thing is, if he was to continue on the route he was going, then no. But if he was to be able to dig that deep and come out with some vintage Wayne, like some Carter 1, Carter 2 shit.
That's what kind of happened with the Free Weezy album that came out on TIDAL. It kind of happened that way, but like I said, I didn't believe it because I was like, dog, there's no way that we get lazy when all of a sudden he comes with these bars. I just didn't believe it. I think Wayne had somebody
maybe
right.
Maybe he's off the syrup.
Shit.
That's what a lot of. If you notice when he started getting hard on all that shit, his decline increased. Constantly.
At the same time, though, when he started that shit, he was popping.
Well, starting tolerance is not like you haven't hit your tolerance yet. When you first start doing shit, you know what I'm saying, and like publicly, and you're kind of doing it like also for the limelight. You know what I'm saying, for the public, you're kind of showing out for them as well. Like, you can party hard at first, but it catches up to you. Just like age, you know what I'm saying? Like, age, not age.
Oh, they say age. I thought like,
no, age.
Damn.
Like, it catches up to you. You know what I'm saying? You party hard, eventually it's going to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And him partying hard younger, you know what I'm saying? He was all right. He was able to handle it. His body was taking it good. After a while, your body starts rejecting shit. It don't hold it as good. And I think
that's why he was having seizures and shit like that.
That was a part of his downfall. His thought process wasn't the same. Your mind doesn't work the same when you do drugs and a whole lot of shit.
Right.
Mixing things, whatever the fuck he was doing. I know he was doing syrup,
smoking weed, some heavy shit.
But there's a lot more shit I know he had been doing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just doing that and that's it. He had to have been having fun. You know what I'm saying? Partying, rockstar life. You know, so that affects your skill. You know what I'm saying? Your skill set, your wordplay, your thought process. So I believe a lot of that took into play with him kind of declining.
Deteriorates.
Like, it wasn't the main reason,
right?
But it definitely increased the process. Like, it sped it up. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think that he fell off faster than his buildup was, it was slow, like not slow, but there was a build up where his downfall was real, like a drop. It kind of wasn't. It happened. Like it went from basically Carter 3 to then what the fuck happened?
Right.
You know, like.
Listen, when Carter 3 came out, I already knew he was on the down. Well, I can hear it. I was like, oh yeah, he's going down.
Yeah, even the Carter 3, like
a lot of people say that was his greatest shit, but I'm like, nah, he was going. You could hear him going down.
Carter 1 and Carter 2 definitely went harder than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was
way more impactful.
Yeah, way more. And he, at that point, he was already on the decline. But after that, it was solidified. He knew it wasn't going to get back up. It wasn't going to get any better. He was having more issues with going into the hospital, seizures, this and that. It was like, you're doing too much. You're partying too hard.
Right. Working too hard.
Yeah, working too hard. He needed to take a break like Drake's trying to do right now, but he obviously didn't need to take it long, but he could have took a break, you know what I'm saying? But he tried to just stay too relevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not album, mixtape, another mixtape, album,
feature,
mixtape, feature. It's like, slow down a little bit. You know? It was overwhelming, I'm sure. And Mariah Carey had her breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, Britney Spears had her. A lot of people have breakdowns.
Right.
And they deal with it differently. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mariah Carey just fucking ended up in the hospital, kind of collapsed, all that. Britney Spears cut her hair off and just had a whole thing. Right. You know, Wayne started fucking with all Wayne started fucking with all these drugs and publicly getting in trouble, all this shit. You know, everyone deals with it differently. Right. But, you know, that was Wayne's.
We'll see, man. Carter 5 is going to be probably coming out soon based on what he says, so maybe it'll be a good album, maybe it won't.
I believe, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make a prediction. I believe that this album is definitely, would be, to me, I think it's going to be a better continuation from like a Carter 3 to now at least hold up to that status. Like, this could have been a Carter 4, you know what I'm saying, but it's Carter 4, we all know what. Have we even mentioned it until right now? Have we mentioned it till now? No.
How to love.
Yeah. It was like,
I'm good, fam.
Yeah. What the fuck? So I'm saying this one possibly could have been a better Carter 4 to continue the Carters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. We'll see.
I believe it will be.
Yeah.
I think it ain't gonna. I
don't remember nothing from Carter 4.
I don't either.
I don't remember except for How to Love.
Yeah. I didn't even remember that until you said it.
Right.
And when you said it, I was like, oh, that's right. That was on there.
Yeah.
That's how
there was nothing impactful about the Carter 4. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Weezy fans, but like I said, maybe we'll get a Carter 5. Maybe it'll be Top Dog Weezy, and he'll ride out to the sunset like that.
Maybe I don't know. Has he cut back from all that shit he's been doing, Surf 7, all that other shit? If he has, then maybe we'll get.
He says he hasn't. So
he said he hasn't.
I don't think he has.
Oh shit! Well, then who knows what's gonna happen?
You ain't change the dude now, man. You know what I'm saying? Man make millions. Man make millions.
If that's the case, I don't think we're gonna get a good album.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Time to get into the reviews, baby. Your boy. Why he doing a light up like Weezy before his fucking the lighter flicks? He just gets in the bars. Your boy, Mr. Rob Markman.
Rob Markman.
That's right. The journalist.
The journalist.
Now the rapper, or the rapper that turned journalist that turned rapper again. I don't know what you want to call him. But your boy Rob Markman is back.
I'd have to say
for the first time.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd have to say that he was an artist turned, journalist, then turned artist, because he had his history, he had his past before he was a journalist. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, what would you consider you did first? You were a hip hop artist first. You were a podcaster and everything.
Exactly. Damn right. And
so
let me tell you
if we were to come out with an album later, it would be the same.
Let me tell you something, Rob Markman. Anybody that's a Rob Markman fan, okay? Big UU got bars. And listen, Rob Markman out here talking greasy to the rappers, talking about, hey, he better than rappers that he interviewing. Hey, interview me.
That's too
interview
bold.
me
That's a little bit
because
too bold.
You don't got better bars than me, Rob Markman.
No.
You don't got better bars. I'm over here throwing shots.
Hey, straight up, that's bold, bro.
It's bold for him to say that.
It's bold for him to say. It's like
he is coming out with EP. He's got to say some.
I would love for him to have said who he was talking about, because at least we know. Okay,
for some odd reason
that
I don't know if he interviewed Wale, but I feel like he's talking about Wale.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I feel like everybody's talking about Wale, but
everyone dissing to Wale right now.
They're kicking
him.
It's either Wale or 21 Savage. It's one of those two he's dissing.
21 Savage got 9.5, bro.
Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting. What we're gonna give this Rob Markman, because we gave 21 Savage 9.5. But let's get into this. Let's get into this EP. It's called Right to Dream. It's a quick 7 tracks of Rob Markman giving you his magnum opus to the world. I won't say magnum opus, but his first offering. With him being a journalist, and you did get a chance to hear out his freestyle that he did on Sway.
No, it was alright.
It was alright. What did you think of?
Could have been written.
It could have been. Most of the time it's written. No. But what did you think of this EP?
Disappointing.
Oh shit! Goddamn.
That is. We talked about that.
Yeah.
We said we were talking.
We talk about it. We'll talk about it next. We'll talk about it next podcast. We'll definitely talk about this between a real freestyle.
What the meaning of a freestyle is.
What did you think of Mr. Rob Markman's EP to the world?
I thought he aired out a lot of his past. I thought what he may have witnessed, may have not been a part of his own past. Could have been someone else who told him something.
Right.
That he stories, yeah. And he aired out, and he was spending some real shit on there. He really was.
There was definitely a lot of stories on this.
A lot of stories.
A lot of stories that he was giving.
You could tell he took a lot of inspiration from 80s and 90s rappers.
Of course, I can tell. I was like, you know what? He was. You could tell he picked up from Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You can hear that.
And sometimes the way he spit. Oh God, I'm trying to think of who I was comparing it to. I can't even think of the name, son of a bitch. But the way he was spitting at times with that laid back flow, like kind of almost. I don't want to. I hate to use this term because it sounds disrespectful, but that elementary type flow. Right. I don't mean it that he was just spitting whack.
You're talking about the basic East Coast.
Yeah.
He had style that
he had that basic type flow at some time at points. You know what I'm saying?
Not basic in the meaning that what he was saying was basic, but just the style.
It's still a message, but the style. He was just.
Do you think that was purposely done?
It was 80s type shit. The 80s. It reminded me of 80s rap where it was a little those. It
kind of reminded me of more of like the 90s.
90s,
yeah.
Well, early 90s, if that. It was. I don't think late.
Like Gangstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
stuff like that.
On that note, running through the 90s. Yeah.
Right.
Gangster type rap.
Right.
Which to me, a lot of more 90s rap and late 80s was like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I can dig that.
And late 90s started to kind of expanding and growing. But it reminded me of a lot of that. So it was nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? It
had a nostalgic feel, but
it wasn't up to par, though.
That was the kind of thing.
Up to par.
It was like the style was there. Right, the sound was there,
but it was late. He's about 20 years late.
Well, I mean, to you, but some people may look at that as nostalgic.
No, I looked at
like
it
they look at it as,
but I'm just saying, like, to compete with a lot of the rappers these days.
Well, he did say this in one of his rhymes that he felt like he was in the wrong era.
Well, yeah,
like he came up in the wrong era. Like he shouldn't.
He did admit it.
He shouldn't have been here. He doesn't belong in this era.
I believe that too. I agree with him. That's what I'm saying. Is that he's at the wrong time.
Right.
Like he needs.
That's what you mean by 20 years too
late. That's what I'm saying. 20 to 10 years.
I thought you were trying to say you fell behind, baby.
Nah.
You're not popping anymore.
I don't think he fell behind.
That's what it sounded like you were saying.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad you clarified it because I don't want y'all to think that's what I'm saying either.
Right.
What I'm saying is that his style and everything would have been perfectly meshed in that era.
Would have been so perfect that he would have stood out though, right? Because you got to understand, if everybody's rhyming like that,
comparing to the rest, no,
right? He's talking about like Mobb Deep.
No, he wouldn't have.
He wouldn't have held a candle to that.
He wouldn't have. What I like about it is that he's keeping that alive in a sense in this day and age,
right? So listen, you're not in the wrong era, Rob Markman.
Nah,
you're in the right era.
You're in the right era.
Because nobody's really doing. I mean, there's probably a lot of. It has a feel that sounds like an underground indie artist from like the East Coast.
Yeah.
The beats kind of sound like, even though I know they were Justice League, but I know they weren't the main Justice League. I know they were probably producers that are in the camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, I don't feel like he was, the part of me that I get what he was going for with the sound, and he did hit the sound right, but I don't feel like he really, I don't feel like it was great.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It had some tracks that stood out that were like that you could really feel and vibe and relate to. You know what I'm saying? He had some feel good, relate to type tracks at times.
There's a lot of stories on there.
Yeah,
definitely a lot of storytelling, and personal.
Yeah, I was gonna say very personal, and
then him kind of creating scenes in his mind.
Yeah,
kind of like that Biggie type shit.
Yeah, painting pictures. A little Nas feel to it at times.
Nas, Mobb Deep.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. That East Coast, that era. Right. Those he kind of was like a combination of all of them put together. Like he studied all of their shit and used it for his own flow. You know
right.
And he had plenty of time to grow, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing this journalist shit for the longest, and he was an artist in his teens, you know, and he was young. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's never let it go. Right. You know, behind the scenes, he's been writing shit. He's been probably recording shit for himself and just hearing it, maybe for the fam or whatever. What do you think? Oh, yeah. Maybe one day I'll do it. And he's just a journalist. And so he's never lost his touch, but he's never been only focused on it. Right. If he would have been straight focused on that craft only, he may have never
knows where he would be? Who knows where he would be right now?
Lyrically. But he may have never made it because what got him into the door was being a journalist and making it as a journalist. Right. And by doing that, he has that door open to just come out with an album because he has a following as a journalist. Oh no, I want to hear that. Other artists too.
Of course, I want to.
He had Khaled.
I want to give. Yeah, he had Khaled. He had Wiz Khalifa come on there, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Like you're rapping now?
You're rapping? What the fuck is this?
Holler at me. I got. We can work together.
Stay away from they.
I got the keys.
Shout
out to Khaled.
But all in all, man, I think it's good for him to kind of step into that arena because definitely. As much as like the way that the industry and the culture is moving right now, everybody's kind of on internet offering opinions, kind of like we are right now. Yeah. That doesn't mean that we can't get in the booth and fucking cut your neck open. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'll get in that bitch and I'll still wreck a motherfucker.
Bro, go listen to old Riffa and old Big UU, and I'm telling you right now, you get your fucking neck cut open.
Bars all day, bro.
Bars. All right, if you're listening, go on YouTube, search Big UU Fiber, and I'm telling you,
go to Traumatic TV. Type in Traumatic TV, and
you'll show you we got these bars.
You'll catch these videos. Right. You'll catch these tracks with no video, just a picture. Right. You know, you'll catch some shit. You know
it's cool. It's cool to see somebody step out and offer that because I think it definitely widens the scope of what people can do. These days, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, and it opens and it makes opportunities for people like you and me. For later on, for us to maybe venture back into the game if we wanted to.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Yeah. So shout out to him for doing that. But all in all, though,
he got work to do.
I feel like he got work to do. What do you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
A scale of 1 to 10. I know my number. I'm gonna act like I don't. So I'm gonna on a scale of 1 to 10.
Right.
Nah, honestly, like I said, I have the number. I gave him an 8.
Give him an 8,
and that's. To me, I think it's being a little generous on that note because I'm thinking I take the beats into like him himself probably would have got a 7 to 7.5.
Right.
Himself as an artist, and not to shit on him because that's still passing.
Right. Still passing.
Really though, it's like his first album. Got to respect that he's jumped from being a journalist and interviewing these number one artists and all these people, and to get into that realm and go for it, it's been his passion. Gotta respect that too. You know
you definitely gotta respect that.
He gets points for that. You know what I'm saying? Already, just because he's like, you're jumping into something, you've been reviewing people and maybe possibly shitting on some people here and there, or giving your opinion.
He's kind of done the backward, like the reverse of what Joe Budden did. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Joe Budden and Rob Markman, maybe years from now, we'll look back at this and say these guys fucking changed the way things were seen.
Definitely, because they both have made that jump from one scene to the next.
It's like when Master P became a basketball player. He played for the Hornets.
Was that when it for
and Shaq became a rapper?
Wasn't it for the preseason only and shit? And then he got cut.
Right.
But he still was in.
He was in the balling though. He was balling. Hey, he was a rapper that made it to the basketball leagues. Hey, it's fucking unheard of. And maybe what he's doing right now, I've never heard of a journalist becoming a rapper and doing it on a big scale. So maybe he's that next level.
Gotta respect it. I mean, I gave him an 8, and like I said, I mean, he had some good stories. Definitely, you listen to it, he's gonna paint a picture for you.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And he got bars, but the consistency wasn't completely all there.
Right.
And being his first album, he has plenty of room to grow. And I mean, I'm not saying he's a rookie because in his eyes he's not. He's been doing it since he was young.
Right.
But in the game, out there,
the game,
he is a rookie.
Yeah, you got to sharpen up a little bit.
You do have to sharpen up because you got to compete with a lot of.
It's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
My personal take on it, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it a 7. He does have good storytelling.
Yeah.
That's kind of like his thing.
Yeah.
I did like that he was able to do that. The lyrics, they were straight. There were times where I was like, oh, okay, that's a nice couple lines there. And then there were times where I was like, all right, these are some basic ass lines.
Yeah.
Not that you know.
That's
that
basic shit I was saying.
Right. That happens in rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you say some basic shit sometimes, but
A filler.
for somebody that's a journalist, I would expect you not to say basic shit at all.
I would expect
You know what I'm
to step
saying?
up your game.
All right. I'll give you a little bit more. But all in all, I still thought it was a pretty good first offering for somebody that's a journalist. If you're looking for like the East Coast kind of feel, kind of a 90s storytelling,
Slick Rick, Nas,
Biggie,
you know,
It's
Mobb Deep, you know,
Mobb Deep,
that type of feel, you know,
Yeah.
like it's a little bit of all of that.
It's a little bit of all that in there. Yeah.
in there. It's not,
Just not
on that
just
level.
just not extremely high quality.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's on that level. You could tell that is a part of his.
You could tell that
repertoire,
he was
you know?
like, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna make some classic shit based off of what I think is classic.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what it sounded like.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That is what it sounded like.
Right.
But
He was just following the footsteps of who he thought
And
was
that's why I
legends.
said I was being generous with that 8 because it could have been a 7 to 7.5.
Right.
But for me, I also I like those beats. I like the shit that he was using, the production,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to Rob Markman though.
You know, and just him taking that leap. That's why I said he gets points for that.
Shout to you for doing that.
Good for you, man. Keep it going.
But
and I want
if you want to go
grow.
journalist bars for journalist bars, I'm not really a good journalist.
shit.
You want to go podcasters bars versus journalist bars, we can do this, baby. All right.
Hey, all day.
Yeah.
Get me something motivated to get in the booth.
Right. Your boy. Since we on, this is kind of an East Coast, East Coast review session.
I know the next two, so yes, it's my boy.
Y'all Harlem.
Oh,
You don't know which Harlem I'm talking about, dog. I think they both from Harlem. They both from East Coast. Your East Coast rapper Bizoy, that's from Harlem, signed to Nasir Jones.
okay, there we go. Now I know
He's so East Coast, he's got it in his name. Dave East.
the East Side.
Dave East was one of the last year's XXL freshmen who didn't really have as much success
Nah.
as the other ones, like your Lil Uzi Verts and your 21 Savages and all that. Everybody was shitting on.
Yeah, but guess who goes harder than them? Dave East.
I think Dave East is slept on.
Big time.
Big time slept on.
Big time.
He's got rhymes. If you really listen to what he's saying, he's got some nice rhymes in it. Now, he's also got the rhymes that he has good compound syllable rhymes, right? Like his wordplay is nice. Sometimes he's got nice wordplay, but he's not really conveying too much. But then there's other times where he says some shit and I'm just like, damn, that was some ill ass shit.
That was some cold motherfucking shit. Straight up. Like, there's a few times that, a few bars that he was spitting. I mean, not few. There's quite a few bars throughout the whole shit that when I heard it, I was just like, I'm going to bring that back.
Right.
I got to just, let me make sure I heard that right.
Right.
And I brought it back a little bit. Listened to it again. I'm like, this motherfucker is cold.
I really like the
holy
intro.
shit. Hell yeah.
I really like the intro. I like the beat.
Excuse me.
I like Jeezy was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, I have to say it the right way if I'm going to say yeah.
The intro definitely got ran back a few times. I'll definitely say that. But, Dave East kind of has that natural East Coast kind of flow that, for the most part, has kind of subsided into the game. And I think that's maybe one of the reasons why he hasn't really, had such a huge success as, like somebody like Lil Uzi Vert or 21 Savage.
Yeah.
But all in all, man,
Man, hey, there were some dope tracks.
Are you a fan of Dave East now?
I'll have to say that Yeah. I think I would have to say, like, in this day and age, with all the artists that are bestowed upon me,
Right.
yes, I would have to be a fan of Dave East.
Yeah.
I would be a fool not to be with everything else that's out there that I don't feel.
Right.
That's something I could feel right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Wanna Be Me, that track, the second to the last track.
Right.
Whoo,
Yeah.
Man, hold up. When I heard that shit, I was just like, holy shit.
I've actually,
Like, I mean, a few tracks before that
Yeah,
also
you got some
had
tracks,
me,
yeah.
but yeah, you got some tracks. But when that track came on, I was like, yeah, that's how I like you ending an album like that. Like,
Right.
second to the last track, something that makes me still say that you're still coming with it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You came with it.
he definitely brought the skits on there too.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like
Kinda
the old
son.
school vibe. Yeah. He's I like Dave East. I feel like this was kind of like his intro to the game, but I feel like Dave East has a lot more in the bag that he can like bring out.
He's gonna grow.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like we just said with Rob
Definitely.
Markman, you know what I'm saying? Like, being basically that first album that people are gonna hear,
right.
that really is gonna be heard. You know what I'm saying? Not just something that, oh, you heard of Dave East? Oh, I've heard of him. Like, but you didn't really hear a whole album.
Right.
Like, these are those albums that are actually gonna put them more on the scene, on the map.
Right.
And with Dave East, definitely, I believe this puts him on the scene. And like you said, I can only imagine what more we'll get if he continues to grow.
Right.
Because this is the first full album I've heard of him.
He dropped Kyrie Chanel I think earlier this year or late last year.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like his underground mixtape album, or whatever you want to call it.
Like a
these
debut?
days. Yeah, which it was dope too. This one sounds a little bit more. It sounds a little bit more solid.
Yeah, more put together. Better,
Yeah, but there's still some stuff missing in there. You know what I'm saying? But I still think that Dave East is on his upward path. He's like one hit away from being like a major.
Oh, definitely
a major. Even on the level of
something
Meek
to
Mill.
make noise,
Right,
someone
right.
to make noise. Yeah, like someone that
He's
like,
right there.
He's a contender.
You know what I'm saying? He's right in there. He's like about to bust the door down. But
So is he in the playoffs or he's in the playoffs now? Huh?
No, he's just in the
Or
regular
he's just
season.
he's basically
He's regular
he's
season
knocking
right
on the door.
Yeah,
trying to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's Dave
how you
East right
feel
now.
it?
That's
Put
how.
it
That's
in
how
that
Dave East.
perspective?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's about to knock on the door.
No,
I think he may have made the playoffs.
He
might
might-
be
he
that
might have made
eighth.
the
He
playoffs.
may
He might
be
have made
that
the
eighth.
playoffs.
He may have made that eighth team or whatever that one team that.
Game 7.
Yeah,
Game 7
just
first
made
round
it.
playoffs.
Yeah, he's playing the number one team, but he better come with it.
But he's number 8
Yeah,
seed.
he still made it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in
I think he made it.
Right.
I think he made it to the playoff personally. Like if we're gonna put it on that perspective.
Listen, he's
like,
supposed to be an extension of Nas too. So, this is somebody that signed
Hey,
to Nas.
like
big shoes to
the
fill.
shit he was spitting. I could dig that shit.
Well, some of his older stuff he did rap on someone like Nas's.
Yeah.
He kind of flowed a little bit more like Nas on his older.
I know I've heard him before.
Yeah.
I like he's one of the artists that I know I've heard him, but I don't remember his shit because it wasn't like I didn't get enough. I only heard one, possibly a feature from someone. Like he was on a song with someone, and I know I've heard him. Like Dave East, I know the name.
Right.
There's nothing that made me remember him. You know what I'm saying?
So-
but there's tracks here that make me like.
He's
okay,
definitely
I
had some
know.
tracks here and there that definitely stood out. But
Yeah.
he's kind of got the like the kind of hood New York street vibe,
Yeah.
which can kind of get lost in the noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's kind of comes from an era that's not really popping anymore.
Yeah.
So it's hard for some. He tells good stories too. He does storytelling shit too.
He did.
But all in all,
What did I give it?
what did you give Mr. Dave East for his?
He's from, like you said, an era that ain't popping right now.
Right.
But that era still pops to me. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Sound like old school nigga right out.
Hey, I can't,
This is a 21-year-old that's like, fuck this guy.
I can't deny what I heard.
Fuck the old era.
if you-
Dave East is boring.
If you listen to it, how could you say that?
I
though?
see him
Think
on-
about
I seen
it.
him
How
on
could
Twitter.
You,
Listen,
how could you hear that
right
and say that's boring?
Listen, right before he fucking,
I don't understand it.
right before this album drop, they did the freestyle of him on Magnolia that hit Twitter and was kind of doing his rounds on the internet. And I was looking at what people were saying, and a lot of people that like this new era don't fucking like Dave East. You know what I'm saying? It really is people that respect Dave East. It's really people that come from our era. There's probably a few new up and comers that like Dave East, but for the most part, they're not really rocking with Dave East like that. That's really more our era.
On that note, I gave it an 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
That's what I gave it because there was like my introduction to Dave East pretty much, and that fool could spit.
Right.
No, I was feeling that shit. That shit definitely something I'd recommend. Like you go check out. Whether you only feel the shit that is out right now, I don't care. Check it out and give your own opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but give it a chance because I believe it's worth a chance because I felt that shit.
The intro's gonna catch y'all, man. The intro's basic for me because I played this shit like probably 12 times during the week, front to back. I give it,
and it was variety.
It was definitely variety. It was
like, it wasn't just gangster shit or like.
But at the same time, if
for the ladies too, you know what I'm saying?
If you've been following Dave East, it's kind of what Dave East is kind of. It's what he kind of does. Okay. So based on that, I say I give him a strong 8. Definitely a strong 8. I think he impressed me, but I still think he's got a ways, and he's still just a year ago he's double XL freshman. Yeah, just a year ago. So
And I love the production on that shit too. He had some like currency type shit, like some grown up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's say he's like our age, man.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know if he's our age, but he definitely speaks to our age group.
Even if he speaks to our age group, not everyone our age uses that type of that type of production. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not everyone is into that like grown up feel.
Future definitely doesn't.
Nah,
old ass since like 36. Sound like he's 22.
Sound like he should be in Ray Shermer.
Right.
Like beats like that and shit like that. Like,
there's nothing wrong with that though.
Not at all. That's why I wouldn't use beats like Dave East personally. Like I may have a track on an album like that, maybe 2 tracks that have like an adult feel, a dope beat. Maybe have saxophone, fucking violin, whatever the fuck, some orchestra. Some dope adult type shit, but. Guitar, something like that, but I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't have a whole album like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just an adult feel. When people do that though, I respect that shit because it's needed.
You're an adult.
It's needed though.
You're an adult.
Well, I'm an adult. Yeah, it's needed. That's what I'm saying. It is needed.
No, you're basically saying that there's a market for it.
There's definitely a market for it. And
I'm 32. I can't relate to Lil Yachty.
Yeah. I
can relate to 32-year-old shit.
But I can't relate
I'm a 32-year-old hip-hop head.
I can't relate to 21 Savage.
I can relate to that shit too.
I can relate to 21 Savage.
Right.
So that's the thing. Like, there's
I feel
the balance being, you know what I'm saying, fucking, there's a weight.
There's nothing wrong with getting a little extra
more than the other, you know what I'm saying? My boy.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo. Gucci down to the socks like a Biggie Papa, baby.
ASAP Ferg.
Mr. ASAP Ferg has released his new album, Still Striving. I know Sharif probably enjoyed it. He's definitely still striving because he had to always strive and prosper. That's the the ASAP.
And I believe it because he is still striving to me.
Right.
Like dope.
Right.
Fucking. Out of all of them, dopest.
This is the best. This is the best one.
I'm glad you picked this one for last because to me, I was like, save the best for last.
I think we're gonna. I know
you disagree.
No, it's not that I disagree, but I definitely got some views on this.
Yeah,
I want to. We gotta hear your views, baby. What you think of this new ASAP Ferg?
I'm gonna bring something back that I ain't said in a few podcasts. There was some artistic ignorance in this.
There was
definitely some artistic ignorance in this.
ASAP Ferg is definitely an artistic ignorant person.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like to me, this was since our 21 Savage type shit. This is like
the closest you got to it?
We got since 21 Savage of ignorance type shit. Like,
I turned Sharif out, y'all. Sharif like that ignorant shit. Then you ain't ignorant shit.
I was already an ASAP Ferg fan. Right, yeah. Haven't heard a whole ASAP Ferg album though.
Well, listen,
but I was a fan.
I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about why. Okay.
Why what?
Well, listen. So this album was dope.
Yeah.
It had nice beats.
Oh,
there was a couple of stale tracks on there.
Yeah, there was a couple of why was this thrown on here?
Yeah, why do we need this track on here?
Like this one, you could have just let this one off and made it 1 track shorter,
right.
2 tracks shorter, or you could have just made something different.
Yeah, some of those ones that I heard, I was like, "This is probably going to be a single." But
yeah, exactly. It felt like that.
Yeah,
it felt like.
But it also felt like he had a number of singles on there that could be used. Probably not in the traditional sense of a single, but for the
ignorant wise, it's still single capable. Yeah,
right. But my whole thing with ASAP Ferg is, I don't know if ASAP Ferg can do an album without a lot of features, because this was very feature heavy. It kind of reminded me of the Games album that had all the features on it. I was like,
that's one thing I was going to bring up.
Can we do this album without? Can we not include everybody?
That's what I was going to bring up. One of the things I was going to bring up is that he had a lot of help.
Definitely to make. Sometimes I feel like I don't know if ASAP Ferg can carry that many songs by himself.
We'll put it this way: only 3 tracks out of the 14 were by himself. Only 3.
Himself. Yeah.
Only 3.
Right. Now, at the same time,
and those weren't the standouts.
No, they weren't. The ones that had features had the standouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Says a lot. Take into consideration. And to talk about it right now with you, I didn't even think of it like that, honestly.
Right.
So it kind of makes me think a little bit of what I'm going to soak in with this.
Right.
It does make me think a little bit more right there, because I didn't think of it like that.
Right. Because he has everybody on here. He has
you want to take it from the beginning?
He's got Cameron.
Davies
is on here. Lil Yachty. Nav. Famous Dex.
your boy.
My boy, Playboy Cardi.
Got Migos.
You got Playboy Cardi again. You know what I'm saying? You got ASAP Rocky. You got that squad. You got Made in Tokyo. You got Busta Rhymes. You got the East Coast remix track, which has a lot of East Coast cats on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty much featured out. It's
Busta Bus.
It's a DJ Khaled album.
It had a feel of I'm making an all-star,
a compilation,
an all-star compilation. Yeah.
Right. Is that a good thing though when you talk about careers and so art?
It can help. It can help keep you. What is DJ Khaled doing? Selling shit. You know what I'm saying? By putting people on.
Well, I guess
that's
probably
a DJ Khaled, DJ dude, or
right.
Putting artists on with his beats or beats that he's purchased or whatever.
Right.
If it's all together, why can't an artist do that?
You know what I think it is? I think that ASAP Ferg, because I've been following ASAP Ferg. I follow Gary Vaynerchuk, and I've seen them talking and whatnot. And I do believe that ASAP Ferg is also aware of the internet and how the internet works. And this is the reason that he makes these songs, all these features on them sometimes. That it helps boost his
own status.
Yeah. He might not be in the business of trying to make
being
a Grammy Award winning album or whatever. He may not be in the business of that. He may be focused on, I just want to make the hottest fucking songs, period.
I just want to make hot songs that people are going to fucking remember that from that year.
Right.
Or I want to make songs, or I just want to make tracks that I don't have to be the top guy, but I'm going to sell.
Right.
I'm going to fucking make my money. I'm going to sell my shows.
Yeah, I'm here to do business.
Because people want to hear
it. Tracks.
Even if I don't have the person with me that's featured on there, they still love that track, so they want to hear it, even if I'm just the only one performing and I just have their audio.
Because his biggest songs have been,
and he may have some
features, or he's been featured on someone else's shit.
Yeah, and if he does a tour, he may actually have some of those artists come out there and perform. It can happen. He may not get every single person out there, but
oh yeah, he'll get him out there.
Every single one?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, then if he does that, then fine.
If they're in the area,
that's the reason. That's the reason to do it. Then also because not only are you having your own fans, you're getting people that may not even be your fans still, but they want to see their favorite artist, and it may be their only opportunity to see him at your concert.
Right. True.
So what do? You sell.
Right.
So, it's a business.
It is a business at the end of the day, and I believe that he's aware of that.
That's why he got the features.
But what I do like about the album is that it's East Coast.
Yeah.
But it's like New Age East Coast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's got
it's that ASAP vibe though.
It is ASAP vibe.
ASAP has always done that. ASAP's always been kind of different from normal East Coast.
Right. Well, The thing with ASAP Ferg is I feel like he incorporates more of the East Coast in it.
Well, he does.
When I hear like some of the other cats,
Houston.
Yeah, like when you listen to ASAP Rocky, you hear everybody else. You hear everything else.
Yeah.
You hear ASAP Ferg. You hear ASAP Ferg.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get that anywhere else. He's a unique.
You don't even,
rapper, dog. Like you're not gonna get that style from anywhere.
Actually, even incorporate it as ASAP. You incorporate it as Ferg. You know,
it's definitely Ferg.
Like
I think that's one of the things I think that makes ASAP Ferg such a dope artist to me is that he doesn't sound like any fucking body, and then he also includes kind of those old styles, and he mixes it all in together. You don't even fucking know where he's gonna go. You don't know he's gonna sound like he's from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, or the 2000 fucking 20s.
I appreciate his loving for that 3-6 Mafia sound,
right?
That style. Like I mean, he has that one beat that has 3-6 sampled and shit,
right.
And then he has that other one or a few other ones that just the beat sounds like
this is a 3-6 fan talking right here.
Made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like it's just
you want to impress Riffa?
That shit went
add
hard.
a 3-6 vibe to your shit.
Oh,
Riffa's gonna fuck with you.
You're damn right. Hell yeah!
Right.
Like that's off top. Like if you can actually, if you can pull it off though,
right.
You can't try to do it and then just almost sound like a carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You gotta bring yourself into their world. That's Side
note. We may be going back to Davies because I can't remember which one I heard it on. Now that I think about it, did you hear that somebody did the remake to the "Give Me Some Mo"?
Yes.
Was that on Dave East? I think that was Dave East.
What's that?
We're going back. But one of them did the "Give Me Some Mo" sample in the fucking beat.
I believe it was.
That was pretty hot. Man,
he actually did. I think a couple, didn't he? Like I think he did.
He did have
throwbacks. Like we're like, oh shit. Yeah, we didn't bring that up.
We didn't bring that up. But
that was dope too.
That was dope. Yeah. But all in all, man, what do you give this ASAP Ferg album, man?
What do I give the ASAP Ferg?
This is he gonna wild out with this show, y'all.
Nah, I'm not.
Wild out.
I'm not gonna wild out.
Wild out.
I'm not gonna wild out that extreme because. All in all, like I could jam the whole album, but
there's definitely some skippables.
There's a few that
it's like 2 or 3 in there.
That I could be like, meh. So that kept it from 9.5. I give it a 9 though.
You give it a 9. I knew you was going wild out.
I give it a 9, bro. That shit, I was jamming, like I said, to the whole thing.
Right.
But like after hearing it, now that I know there's a few tracks that I can just go to the next one and be like, all right, I'm going to a doper track.
There was some dope ass beats on here.
Yeah,
there was a lot of dope ass beats. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 9 too.
Yeah, 9.2.
No.
I'm just like fucking with you. I know what you mean.
I'm sounding like Olympian.
9.2.
9.2. I give this a 9.0.
Yeah.
One of the things that held me back was so many features.
Yeah, it helps.
I feel like Ferg has got to figure out what he needs to do to stand on his own because he's already a unique dude. He can already do so much.
He could pull off a 9.5 or a 10 if he did something by himself and was just able to do
to work that shit.
Yeah, to work that shit.
Because you can do it. He got the talent to do it.
Yeah, he got that talent.
He's definitely listen. 21 Savage did it. Fucking ASAP Ferg can fucking do it. 21 Savage did it with the exact same flow throughout the whole album.
The same flow
by himself. ASAP Ferg can do it. All those goddamn flows that he's got, he can fucking do that shit by himself, cuz.
He can make he can get that 9.5.
Yeah. He could be Harlem's king.
The only person to get 10 was that Royce still, and the only reason was because he brought the mixtape back.
Yeah. I won't say that was the only reason, but he dropped
not the only reason, but he brought the mixtape back.
He definitely got a 10.
And that gave him a lot of points because he did it right.
Right.
And just
listen, Ferg, you just gotta figure out how to handle this shit by yourself. Yeah. And you got to figure out when you need a feature and when you don't.
And think about it. You got a 9 with this criticism still.
Right.
Imagine what you'll get if you just follow these.
Ferg, next album, do what you did, but by yourself.
Straight up. Just add some more bars, more verses.
More verses.
You just need more
styles.
Man.
Because you got it, bro.
He do got it. He can
shout out to Ferg, though.
Shout out to Ferg. ASAP Mob, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got a dope artist on y'all hands. Y'all need to push him to do it on his own as well. Like it takes y'all too because y'all are there. Y'all can influence him and help him and guide him.
Ferg is supposed to be a superstar.
He needs to be.
All right.
He needs to be.
Ferg should be bigger than ASAP Rocky.
Bold statement.
Hot take.
But
hot take alert.
Bold statement. But definitely agreed. Yeah, that's
definitely agreeable.
Definitely agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
He needs to be. He should be.
Should be, definitely. That's it. That is it for the podcast. We appreciate everybody that's been listening to the end.
We're about to go catch a flight.
We about to go catch a flight. We got like
trillions.
We definitely spent way longer on this than we were supposed to. We were supposed to get a little bit of sleep.
But I kind of wanted to do this because, we got this flight coming ahead of us. I'm a little excited. I wanted to talk to our trillions a little bit more.
Right.
I want to take some of these topics a little more in depth personally for this episode.
We definitely took it a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to come back next week and we're going to give you a little rundown. You may even see a little bit of video on our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe, you get to see some of the footage of us out here
out there networking.
Out here in Anaheim. We might give you just a little quick minute video.
Shit, And if you're going to be out there and come across us, look for us. If you come across us, do your own video and then tag us in it.
Right.
Or share it with us,
Right.
And, pictures, videos, whatever, what I'm saying. We're going to be out there so you can get in contact with us physically. Right.
We're definitely going to go on a strong ass, I'm going to say what we're going to do. We haven't done it. We're going to go on a strong Patreon rollout pretty soon here. And we're going to need y'all to support us. So if you haven't yet, go to trillmatic.com/Patreon. You can do that. Patreon. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud, YouTube.
Notification that motherfucker.
iHeartRadio app.
Like everything.
Right. Follow us on trillmatic.com/truthbetold. Follow me on Twitter at BIGGUU254.
Follow me at RIFFA254 and become a trillion. Be down with the squad.
Yeah.
Be a trillionaire.
That's right. You can always send me an email, music@trillmatic.com.
And give us more feedback.
We got to do a Q&A episode. We got to do a Q&A episode.
Yeah, we do need to. We're getting feedback from people.
Right.
Whether it be good or bad, it don't matter.
Especially on fucking YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, especially on YouTube.
You guys, listen, we appreciate y'all.
Oh, definitely. We can't.
But if you come in fucking Anaheim talking crazy like
don't
that.
Don't talk sideways over face to face.
You gonna catch these hands, baby.
Yeah, don't come sideways face to face. Like, over the internet behind the keyboard, we'll take it in stride. We'll fucking reply to you and, we'll accept some
critiques.
Some people's critiques, exactly.
Right.
Like, and it's only a part of the game. We understand that.
We appreciate y'all, though.
We appreciate it all. We want that. Yeah. We're only going to get better by getting that kind of feedback. So we appreciate that, but don't do it face to face.
Don't
come sideways.
If you're going to come face to face, you better clarify.
You better be a fan.
You better watch your tone. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
Be a fan.
Watch your tone. All right. Cause I'm not from Anaheim, baby.
Yeah.
I'm from motherfucking Texas.
All right?
Baby. Go look up Colleen. Go look us up in the news, baby. That's my city, baby. All right. We always in the news, baby. And it's never for nothing good, baby.
About that life.
We about that life out here, man. So we gonna be about this thing. No, I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about
deuces.
Chill.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.